We have learned many a time that a husband is the head of the family, and that's not a lie. So I told you that the first duty of a husband is to pay your bride price to make you a wife. Immediately when your husband pays your bride price, you become a wife. And that is where your duties are demanded. Listen, if a man has not paid your bride price, don't act like a wife. So I have explained to you the category of women in the life of men. The first one is that you are a wife. That is when your bride price have been paid. You are a side chick because you are going out with a married man who has not married you. Or you are a sex mate because you are going out with a guy who is not married but is having sexual intercourse with you. You become a sex mate. Or you are a girlfriend. You are a friend to a guy who is not married, but at the end of the day, he's a very total good friend of yours. You discuss everything. He knows your in and out. He knows your weakness. He knows your strength. So he is your friend. The fifth one is a baby mama. This is where you are having a child for a married man or a single man. As long as the man has not paid your bride price and he has impregnated you and you have delivered a child for him, then automatically you become a baby mama. So the duties of a husband is towards a wife, not towards a side chick, not towards a sex mate, not towards a baby mama or towards a girlfriend. The basic duty of a husband is towards a wife. And we say that the proof of husbandship is when a man single-handedly pays your bride price. It's not when you are helping him to pay your bride price. It's not when you are contributing for the payment of your bride price. It's not when you are considering to manage some things to pay for your bride price. It's not when he's brought half, you are bringing half. It's not when you are in the United States of America or you are in the United Kingdom or you are in Germany or you are in Europe somewhere where you have too much money to send to him to buy the things. Or you have too much money where you are buying things for him to come and pay your traditional bride price in Ghana. It's not when you want documents so you go and pay and then he marries you. That is not what I'm talking about. It's not when your husband doesn't even have an idea that they need a wedding gown. It's not when your husband have an idea that you have. There are people who are married and they don't have even pictures because they didn't budget towards it. So when a man is able to take the full budget of paying your bride price, then he makes you a wife. And that is the basic responsibility of a man who wants to move from a man to become a husband. And I say a wife is the one who is that woman that bride price have been paid. Immediately a man pays your bride price, you become a wife. The first principal duty of a man is to love the wife. Immediately you pay the bride price and make her a wife, you are under obligation to love her. Loving your wife is not a choice. It's a must. It's a duty. Don't let anybody lie to you. Loving your wife is not a choice. It's a must. So if the attitude and the behavior of the thing you are loving is not working, drop it. And yet, tear me. Mama can you not say tear. Say we be do we yire no. And yes, say we pa e yenhye. What bone hoka akwa ya ne ho ade a wa ya wo yire no. Wa sede ne se sa o yire no ubeye ni wura prekope onguo on wa ya ne ho ade so yire ne nko ade eye wa sede se ubedo no. Uni kwan bi abaka so ngumi ntime ndo no eno nka enhyehyɛ no ho akwanya kese da ho se oba na wo do no no odo no nko ne ho a mane nko okọ a onya wo yiri bio enti wonni enhye se obedo no eye be ma sede se obedo no yire eye asede. It is your prime responsibility to love your wife. So if the circumstances surrounding the thing you are loving is not bringing forth the result of the love you are given, let it go. Uwadie bi a ope na adie no hu ba mfaso ohu odo no hu mfaso a ema wo fon wo nu weduo boni bi akokun hu no ma adie ne nko. So the first cardinal responsibility is to love your wife. You can love every woman. The love you give to every woman can never be compared to the love you give to your wife. So the love for a wife is a love that is automatically demanded because you have paid the bride price and say you are my wife. And once she becomes your wife, it means you love her. So the things you do for her speaks about your love. It's not when you open your mouth and say, hi, honey, I love you. I love you. It's not what I'm saying. It's not the words. It's the duty. Why? Because she was in the father's house. The father was giving her shelter. The father was giving her security. The father was feeding her. The father was paying for her things. Utilities were paid by the father. She was enjoying a father's care, or she was taking care of herself. She was self-made. Everything about her was for her. She was buying her own dress. She was doing her own hair. She was buying her own spectacles. She was buying her own wristwatch. Immediately you came to marry her, you took over. That is how you show your love. Hello? So showing your love is exhibited not just in words, but it's in the duties. So when you love something, the Bible says that, and a man saw a field and loved the field, sold everything he had to buy the field. Ah, I love Bible. So when people are spending money on the field, they know what is in the soil. They know what the soil can give. So when a man loves something, he spends money on it. So what you don't love, you don't spend money on. You don't waste money on things you don't love. So if you don't love the woman you have brought as your wife, divorce her. Don't keep her. Because you can't be wasting money on something you don't love. And once you don't spend money on it, you don't. So you are spending money on her. You are showing everything that makes you know that you are a husband, and the responding at the other side is not coming. Divorce her. Don't keep her and let other people think that marriage is bad. Don't do that. So the principal duty of a man is to love your wife. And you are not loving her because she respects you. No. But by your duty, you pay a bride. Listen to me very carefully. When it is time for bride price payment, and then you share the cost of bride price with the woman you are going to get married to, that's the end. I've told you, let me repeat it. If you are watching me as a man and you're already married, kill yourself to provide for your wife. Listen, kill yourself to provide for your wife. That killing yourself is not like telling you, stab yourself and die. I am repeating what the Bible says. The Bible says, and Adam, who was the wife, who was the husband to Eve. Bible says, and God said, the ground is cursed for your sake. It shall produce for you thorns. You will sweat before you will eat. When God told Adam this, then listen to what he told Eve. He says, and for you, Eve, for the rest of your life, your desire shall be for your husband. He shall rule over you. The question is that if this woman is going to depend on me, why do you curse the ground for my sake? Why do you say I will sweat before? Because that is the principle. So a man must sweat. A man must see thorns and thistles and go through it, not for himself, but for the wife. Kill yourself for your wife. So if you are watching me and you don't have what it takes, you can't feed yourself. You can't provide 3 square meals for yourself. You can't provide a befitting shelter. A single room is covered for a single person. It was built for a single person. If you cannot provide a befitting place for a wife that you are paying the bride price to live in, forget and be a single boy for the rest of your life. Be a boy. Because if you are not married and you are even 60 years, you are a boy. You are a